This council is the leading blockchain grouping in the world. It has representatives from large companies, small companies, governments, pressure groups, everyone who has an interest in the technology of blockchain working together to promote the industry. And that could be through education, it could be through commercial, it could be through business. There are many different reasons as to why people in this sector want to talk to each other to make the technology work quicker, better. And for us to be accepted into this council is fantastic news. You will know that we've recently announced a number of other groupings and associations with more to come. We are keen to keep putting out around these groupings in the world that Gibraltar is serious about its commitment to the blockchain space. The regulatory framework is there, alive and being updated constantly. So all of these things are extremely valuable. And I'm very grateful to Juan Verde and the group at Alamo Solutions who helped us in putting this together, and Sandra Rowe, the CEO of the council, who have been fantastic in enabling us to get to where we are today.
For some people, blockchain is pie in the sky. So can you tell us how this technology is important to Gibraltar, particularly at this critical juncture where we're facing the dual challenges of COVID and Brexit?
Blockchain is a technology, and a technology that is being used by more and more businesses, not just in financial services, but in health and many of the others, in particular logistics. How is that going to help Gibraltar? It's a new sector within our business community, if I can call it that, because it sits within the financial services sector, but it can be deemed to be outside that too. So within our business community, we've got blockchain firms who are coming here, who are setting up businesses, who are licensed, who are being supervised by the Financial Services Commission, who employ staff, who rent space, who have lawyers, who have accountants, who have other advisors. And that's good for business in Gibraltar. And in addition to that, we've also got new business coming in this space at a very difficult time, Covid, Brexit. We have, I think, around 16 firms going through the application stage with the Financial Services Commission at different stages of that process. So it's very good news for Gib, and it helps us all.
And are those 16 applications new, for example, say in the last 6 months, or do they include applications that have come in previously?
The ones previously are now licensed. We've got about, I think, 13, 14 of them that are currently licensed. And this is another batch of 16 on top of that 14. So, look, we've been very successful in carving out a seriously good name for ourselves and a very good reputation in being innovative, in being safe, and in wanting quality businesses to be licensed in Gibraltar and supervised by our Financial Services Commission. And the work that we've done, not just in marketing over the years, but in sitting with the private sector, with the regulator and with government, working to find these solutions, has put us in a very good position. And I think people need to understand that if there's one space where we're recognised internationally other than online gaming, I would say blockchain is one where we are globally renowned for the work that we've done.
It's said to be a £1.3 trillion industry. How accurate is that figure?
I think it is, and it continues to grow. I can tell you from the applications that we've had in Gibraltar, I can see very new businesses coming off the back of blockchain. We're in the pre-application stage of a possible new bank coming to be licensed in Gibraltar with one aspect of that work. Zappo has now got its banking license in Gibraltar. So this is very, very big business, and it's already there. And for being the first jurisdiction that enabled firms to have the security and the certainty of being licensed and regulated, I think is fantastic.
How far away is the Gibraltar government from adopting blockchain technology itself within its services?
We've been looking at that for quite some time, and we've been trying to understand exactly where best it would be to adopt that technology, because like all technologies, they're not the solution to everything. So for us, it's been a question of looking at where within the government sector do we think it's best for this technology to be applied. And I think we're getting closer to that. I don't want to say anything yet until we've got all our ducks in a row and we're ready to move. But I think you'll be hearing shortly that we are making some good progress as to how we ourselves in government will be using blockchain in servicing our community.
When you say shortly, early next year?
Latest, yeah.
Do you have any plans that you can share as regards to developing the DLT sector here in Gibraltar?
Well, the important thing during COVID is that we've kept working. So we've been working with INAPTA, we've been working with the Global Blockchain Business Council, and in addition to that, we've been working on our legislation, on the refreshed guidance notes. We are going to be following the FATF travel rule that will be implemented too. We're looking at the 10th core principle in terms of market integrity. So there's an awful lot of work going on, not just in business development, but also looking internally at our product and how we can make it better, how we can make it stay relevant and fit for purpose. And that's ongoing. We've been doing that these past 6 months during this recent COVID struggle. So we're not travelling, but we're here and we're working very hard indeed.
How important is the DLT sector for Gibraltar's economic recovery going forward?
It's an important part of our financial services and our business community. It's one which is getting recognised far quicker than others are. So it would be silly not to take advantage of that. And I think we will continue to succeed in evangelising what we're doing here in Gibraltar in the blockchain space. It is an important part of it. But for example, you cannot begin to compare the impact today of blockchain next to our gaming community, for example. Will it be the same in 5 or 10 years? I don't think so. I think that blockchain will make some significant progress in the years to come. So it's at its nascent roots, and this has got a long way to go. But we're very well placed to take advantage of that, like we were 25 years ago in gaming. So I think we're doing the right things and being cautious and careful in how we do that.
So we're coming to the end of the Brexit transition period. How does Brexit impact on this sector?
I think the interesting point is that the referendum was in 2016. We published the draft legislation in 2017 and we enacted it and it became law on the 1st of January of 2018. Since then, all this business has come in. And it's come in from Latin America, it's coming from North America, it's coming from Asia, it's coming from Europe, it's coming from all over the world. And these are companies here in Gibraltar today from all over the world knowing that Brexit was happening. Why? Because the DLT space is not Brexit or European focused or based. It is a global business, and that's one of the advantages of pursuing the work that we've done in this particular space, because it's almost Brexit-proof, despite what some would say about what the European Union is doing with what's called MiCA, the draft proposed law for the European Union to become effective in 2024. So I think we're in a good place.